What's up, babes? It's another week. We know that the man, the myth, Oda is enjoying his much-needed vacation and rehabilitation, eating good, hopefully sleeping well. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's already working right now. I think in a lot of ways, this health break is just him making sure that he's dialed in for the next arc of Elbaf, and I mean, I respect it. I really do. But some conversations I had with people regarding the last video really made me think about different mangaka that I have gotten the pleasure of experiencing throughout the years, who have sadly passed away. And that includes Akira Toriyama, who passed away, I believe it was March of this year. He passed away. And honestly, when I first heard the news, it wasn't even something that I expected. I was like, I didn't even think he was that old. I'm surprised that's something that even happened to him. I believe it was something like an aneurysm along those lines, something brain tumory, something sad to have taken that man away. But then I just realized that at the end of the day, I looked back. I was like, did I already make a tribute? Did I already talk about everything that man means to not only my life currently, but just kind of everything that I talk about every single week with One Piece, or that I read just about every single day in manga just in general. And in my opinion, he's the true godfather of manga, at least as far as we know it, for shonens, and even inspiring into so many different categories. That's not even just manga or Japanese related. I know his original inspiration was Astro Boy, which is said to be like the originator of manga, but in my opinion, I just feel like Akira Toriyama and Dragon Ball really set the stage for everything we see nowadays. We're talking Jujutsu Kaisens, we're talking Chainsaw Man, we're talking from Fairy Tail to Dr. Stone. No matter what it is, you see the inspiration that Dragon Ball had on it. And Dragon Ball was... It's always a debate in my mind. I have to discuss it with my siblings, but Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Rave Master, I believe, were the first three manga that I really got into when we would visit the libraries as children. And I just remember something special about Dragon Ball. And Dragon Ball was something that obviously I read when I was like really young, starting I think as early as 8 years old, if not before then. Of course, at that point, it was already all done. All Dragon Ball Z, everything. And I remember looking at it, being confused on which one's first, what's going on. And I was like, the kid with the spiky hair seems younger with these red volumes than he does in these white ones. So I'm going to read those ones first. And I just remember reading through it and it having a certain comedy grasp that I wasn't really accustomed to. That I didn't really expect to see with all the action that was also popping up at the time. And it was just such a beautiful concoction blend of action, comedy, and cool characters, and a boy character that you just couldn't help but root for. I think it was the first time that I saw a boob when I was like 8 or 9, and I remember as soon as I saw that, I was like fucking... I was like, I gotta hide this from my mom. Like, I can't let anybody know. Like, there's an actual boob in this thing. Nobody will know. But Bulma's boob, shout out. I think that's the first that I've ever seen. When I was like 8, I was like, holy shit, that's a straight up boob. And I walked away. I can literally picture the panel in my head of Yamcha with the boobs for eyes just being like mesmerized. And that was totally me. But reading further and deeper into that, just how it started to get some darker twists. And then eventually when you get to Dragon Ball Z, just how epic and manly and cool that is. And it felt like I grew up in that, and I was making a lot of life choices as a child through that. Like, I want to lift and I want to do push-ups and sit-ups and get stronger, and who knows, I mean, that idea could have very well just come from this Japanese man that I had no connection to at the time that just decided to write a serialized manga, who had already been famous before doing Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball didn't have to exist. If he just did Dr. Slump with Ariel, the girl that runs like this, he was already a millionaire. He didn't have to do Dragon Ball, but he did. He did because his work ethic demanded nothing else. And I think that that's something else that I really do enjoy. Even before Dr. Slump, he faced rejection and rejection. And that's something that I'm sure that I'll have to go through as well. as somebody who's been inspired to write, I mean, Dragon Ball definitely is one. It's not my only inspiration for writing my manga personally, but I'd be lying to say that that wasn't the epitome, that that's not like the core of what I value. That even One Piece, even Naruto, Rave Master, all these things took from Dragon Ball. They took from what Akira Toriyama envisioned for what he liked, and I think that he cracked the code to the formula that so many people love and will continue to love and will continue to love. And I think that he also kind of proves that these series can be long-standing, and even though people's attention spans are shrinking, that they can grasp onto certain characters and ideas for a very long time, which is awesome, which is absolutely incredible. But just thought I'd pay a tribute. I think that Akira Toriyama will be very missed, and I think we're already starting to feel that here now. Super, I haven't seen a chapter in ages, and it's kind of one of those things where it just doesn't really feel the same. I haven't gotten into Dama yet. I've heard some good stuff about it, considering that seems to be his last work, and I'd like to, witness that at some point, but that's just not something that I've done yet. But I'm sure you guys, if you're watching this video, you've also been inspired, you've been pushed, and you've been just able to enjoy all the works that Akira Toriyama has provided us. And I'll always have Dragon Ball in my heart until forever, really. It's just something that's obviously awesome to me, something that I would love to push on to even my kids, because I think it's just beautiful fiction, just like One Piece is. And yeah, that's all I got for today. I'm not gonna make a video next week because I'll be out of town for Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have a good holiday season. I need a haircut, and I will get a haircut here soon. I hope that you guys enjoy your weekends, enjoy your weeks, eat some turkey and mashed potatoes, and watch the Cowboys lose with me. But until then, peace out, guys.